Today we're making pantry dal, which is really comforting and yummy and healthy. And it's an Oshi Glows recipe. And I'm pretty sure I've been making this for a few years now. So I'm pretty sure this is close to how she does it, but she might add a little more pizzazz to it because I'm always in a hurry. I always need to make something really like quick and simple, and I know how to make this, so I make this. And you can choose whatever vegetables you want, like broccoli, zucchini. I'm pretty sure she recommends 3 cups of veggies. And I think she does half a cup of red lentils. I do a little more because I like it to be hearty. And you're gonna do light coconut milk, and make sure you shake it really good before you open it to mix it up. And then just some diced tomatoes. And then you need your curry powder. You're gonna do about a tablespoon. I might do a little more. It just depends on how much liquid and how much how much you like the curry powder. And then salt and pepper. Grapeseed oil to put in your pan. And I just learned from Martha Stewart that you're supposed to preheat your pan, because if not, the oil gets gummy in the pan. So that was so interesting. What else am I forgetting? A lime. You finished with a lime. All right, let's get started. Okay, we're preheating our pot. We have a pumpkin. And we're gonna make dal. Okay. So what are we gonna do here? We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna chop our zucchini. I'm gonna do them one at a time. Can you see? And I always like to have a little trash bowl to put like all the little things. And for this recipe, I like to do like little moons. But I feel like I'm gonna go in kind of a planky. Like the way that chopped, they're gonna be kind of like little sticks. So whatever floats your boat. See, you could do, like I usually do halves, but this kind of chopped in like a plank way. So whatever makes you happy, do it that way. Okay. And please tell me if you have a quick way that you like to chop zucchini. I would love to know. And also when you chop your vegetables differently, it makes it a little different every time. So have a little fun. So we're watching It. The original, the new one was so scary. I don't really like blood and guts. So the made for TV one is like perfect for me, except we're gonna have to fast forward when Stan's in the bathtub. That scene, that's a big scene. I'm just going to keep slicing. And who knows, I may prefer this method over the other. You never know until you try it. So I want them all kind of like the same size, because you want it to cook evenly. So it's okay if it's a little rustic, but you want it to be even throughout, mostly. Boop. I like chopping vegetables. For me, it's fun. It's like, this is my favorite thing, like watching a movie and making something yummy. And like, to me, it matters what your food looks like. Like, presentation matters. It makes it taste better. that's a Top Chef tip. Okay. Okay. Zucchini done. Now zucchini's done. We had 2, so I chopped up the extra one. And though this technique took longer than like the half moons, I think I'm gonna like this better. So the broccoli is already ready to go. And they're kind of, if anything, I'll just like break up the florets because you want them kind of small. But you know what? We'll chop them up. We'll give them a little help. So we're gonna put all our zucchinis in this ancient bowl. We're gonna do our broccoli. So I love getting that one because it saves me time. And I used to really like doing like longer recipes, but lately, you know, I'm exhausted. So we're keeping it easy peasy over here. So like this big of a floret, I'm gonna like cut him in half. So you can make them about this size, cause like they're kind of like the meat in this. So I want them like not too small, maybe like this size. I always feel like I'm like chopping into little brains. Thank you, broccoli. Thank you for your sacrifices. I really need a new cutting board. That would be really cool. This one's a little small. And remember, there's as much nutrition in the stems as there is in the little leafy greens, or what would you call this, in the little broccoli bushy area. So don't be afraid to eat your stems. Okay, I have a little dark mark. Okay. Whee. So we did our broccoli. We're gonna add it to our bowl. And goes in there just like so. Boop. That looks like 3 cups vegetables. And we have our lime. We're gonna go ahead and to get like as much juice as possible out of it, I like to cut it at least into 4ths. All right. I was preheating the pan the whole time and I've never done it this way, and I think I let it get too hot. I don't know if that's a thing. So I'm adding my grapeseed oil. And I did about a tablespoon. I'll show you. Grapeseed oil is really hard to see, but I did probably a tablespoon because I'm gonna toss all the veggies in it to coat them and give them a little cook before we make our lentil stew. I think preheating the pan like I did is fine. Everything smells fine now. And cheers. Okay, so we have the oil going, that's getting hot. And then I think you just chill for a second. And here's my little trash bowl. I wish I had a compost. Do y'all compost? I would love to do that. How big of a yard do you need to compost? Tell me y'all's opinions. Okay, our oil is hot and we're adding our veg. Oh, I got one more. So you want to coat your veggies in the oil. I might have it a little too hot. This is going to be really yummy. I'm happy with the zucchini. It did take a little longer, but I enjoy, like, I know I'm kind of in a hurry when I make this, so quick. But if you're not in a hurry, like, be fancy with your veggies. Show them some love. Yeah. really hate the Henry Bowers part on it. I wish I could edit it for just the scenes that I wanted to watch. I hate the Henry Bowers part. Freaks me out. I forgot, you're gonna need water too. But I kind of like, depending on how much lentils and vegetables I'm using, it kind of depends, but about like definitely a cup, but sometimes more. I'll know when I get to that point. So after about like 2 minutes, you're gonna add in your diced tomatoes. I like coconut milk. Oh, pretty. And we're gonna do a little water. I would say about a cup, half, or maybe a little less until you know after you get some lentils in there. And we're gonna give it a little stir. I wish I had my other spoon. This is the only cooking utensil I have right now. Another one's dirty. So we're making this work. And you want to turn the, yeah, we're going to add more water for sure. I want to turn it up, get it going. And then we're going to add, to make sure our veggies are covered. I don't want to do too much water. I might be happy with this. Okay, I added just like 1/4 of a cup more water. I think that'll make me happy. Okay, I'm happy with this. This is what I want. Oh, you know, I probably should have done the curry powder when I was doing the vegetables. But we could do it now. We'll do it now. Okay, and I think this is the way I usually do it. I usually do it this way. So we want to do about a tablespoon. I'm doing this with one hand. And that's about 3 teaspoons, which make a tablespoon. I'm going to see if we like that color. I think I might do a little more. Yeah, because you want it to, you'll know it's right when it has that little orangish yellow hue over the pink red of the tomatoes. Coconut. And we gotta do our salt and pepper. Don't let me forget. Okay, I want to do a little more. So in all honesty, it's like 1.5 tablespoons. Okay. Okay. It's coming together so good. I added the salt and pepper because I needed both hands. And I stirred it all together and it looks so beautiful. I know it's going to come out delicious and it's going to be so nutritious. So it usually takes like a little over 10 minutes. I would check at 10 minutes and like maybe it needs 15, but not over 15. Just keep an eye on it. The thing I love about this soup is that it's all in one pot and I typically freeze. I freeze like maybe like 1/3. I ended up freezing like probably 1/3 of it last time. But that's awesome because whenever you want yummy, comforting soup, it's in the freezer. I added more salt. I like salt. I'm so happy because while the soup is cooking, I did the dishes and everything fit in perfectly. And that guy is just gonna get a lid and he's gonna go in the fridge. So that makes me so happy. Makes me so happy. Okay, we're gonna taste our soup. Okay, maybe I could have done with a little less curry powder, but it's a good flavor. I think I like it. But maybe I did closer to 2 tablespoons of curry powder. and I should have just done like a little over one. The more, what is it? The more you know. To remedy the extra curry powder, I added a 1/4 cup more water because I felt like it could handle it. So just getting it back to a boil. Okay, adding the water, it helped. So we're back to a boil. I'm gonna let it cook. It's almost ready. I would say like 5 more minutes. Just because the veggies are still like pretty firm. I'd say a little less than 5 minutes. Let's see. I think the lentils are ready. So the veggies I probably could have done for maybe a minute longer before I added everything in, because the lentils cook pretty quick. But I think they'll still be good. It'll all still taste good. And the veggies just need like a couple more minutes. 2 more minutes was perfect. See how they're like a lot more tender looking? They're more the color of the stew, of the soup. Is this a soup or a stew? Let me know. So at this point, it looks so great. And we're gonna add in our lime. Give it a little squeeze. You could even add 2 limes or just do 1 lime now. And then when you serve it, add a little more. Maybe that day you're just feeling like maybe it's a lime day. And maybe the next day is not such a lime day. And I wish I had a cilantro plant, because topping this with cilantro would be delicious. Yeah, that would be really good. You can add more black pepper, and if you need to add more salt, but I definitely salted this plenty. So we stir it all, and it's done. And always speak with love, because it matters. The food, it feels it, it knows. So, and say a little prayer of gratitude. It matters. Sending lots of love. Bye. Got to show y'all the taste test. It's still really hot, but I'm actually really hungry. So make sure you blow on it. So good. If you could smell it. If you're sick, this is such like good comfort food. Okay. The veggies aren't overdone. The lentils might be like a little over, but they're fine. Okay. I give it an A. I love it. Sending lots of love. Bye.